These steps? Are you sure? Where does it lead you? And what have you done to get there? Like Tesla, I've always believed in bringing innovations and goodness to benefit the whole. Unlike Tesla, I'm not willing to kowtow to anyone on planet Earth who misuses, abuses with their fake news and self-righteous gains to benefit the few or their gluttonous selves. When I even think of the concept of that, it makes me want to projectile vomit you straight into the highway of hell. Your fake news, your needless propaganda and spin control of bullshit is what's wrong in the material world. It's part of the cancer of self-will run riot. It's part of the bullshit that's driving this planet straight to extinction, number 7. And like NASA and most government intelligence keep on thinking it's everyone but us. Keep on thinking it's the other guy when it's not good. And keep pointing the finger and keep their eyes on everything but the truth. It's time we get painfully honest and set aside the differences, find a path that benefits the whole and coexistence and compassion and love and growing and cleanliness and purity. I know, it sounds so candy-coated to you demonistic elitists that think you're beyond the eternity and can do whatever you want recklessly for as long as you want, because you'll get away with it. It's just us for just us who can afford it, and the rest of you will do whatever we teach you to and swallow whatever pill or bullshit we feed you. I've been a part of every major testing against disease, but purity, intelligence, healthcare, and technologies that can benefit the whole. But with that risk, you also realize that there are those who will try and take control, overpower you, take credit, and deny you any royalties and anything for their own selfish gains. I'm not about the royalties except they are mine. I'm not about the creations except they are mine. And I should have the right to say how it benefits others and how I use it philanthropically to benefit others, even if the elites don't like it. You can kill me, you can kill Tesla, you can put away a lot of geniuses and lock them away like Einstein and make them do stuff for you that they didn't want to do, but it's a trade-off for certain other privileges of existence. Why does there have to be a trade-off for genius and for giving and compassion and for sharing and for invention? And why does it have to be misused for destruction and vile acts against others, or control and power and self-righteous gain? Because it's one of the greatest sins of all. Self-will run riot. When you think you're better than and can take from because you're the power. We've learned nothing since the ancient days of the Christian Crusades, the Vikings, the gladiators, the Roman Empire, Attila the Hun, Napoleon, Genghis Khan, or Hitler, 2 of Donald Trump's favorites, along with Chu and Putin. They are puppets who have sold their souls to the dark side. From infinity to infinity, they will go to what you have forecast as Satan, the abyss, the final hell, for those who have any belief. But remember, your creators, your masters, whoever the architects of life and all the dimensions. No, you dumbasses, the world is not flat. And no, like I had someone arguing profusely and over talking everyone, some imbecile who doesn't know jack shit last night, pontificating to others like he was the apostle that certain races on planet Earth did all the genius, and the aliens and everyone else are benefiting from their hard slave labor. Yes, slave labor was real. That's part of the abuse. But not all the genius and inventions and architectures and things we use today came from this galaxy. They were inspired by other non-materialistic worlds and needs to hopefully benefit the whole. And like the good and the fast and the classless wonders who run things, there's the good, the bad, the evil, the ugly, the dark side, and the architects of, let's just call it rock and roll heaven, paradise. All are achievable. For you victims who say it's always someone else's fault, or into blaming, shaming, and faulting and pointing fingers. Wow, are you so much into your own melodrama that you can't even see the truth of reality of please, thank you, sharing, compassion, giving, listening, shutting off the noise in your head, and shutting off the bullshit propaganda you spit forth like an authority and override anybody who has an IQ above a donut, which is what most of you seem to have. Because you're on so many synthetics, artificial additives, and polluted shit. How can you even think clearly? For those of you who think I've lost my mind, or I'm on too many drugs, or I'm this way or that way, or I've gone off the deep end, really? You know me how well? You think? And you have the right to judge me or destroy other people's works or other creations by what given rights? Wake up. Your material end is near in Extinction 7. If you don't, finger it out now. Because if you don't, I wonder how, when you realize there is something far greater than you, how you will explain your grotesque, vile cancer and expect to pass on to anything but the darkest side of ever. Nevermore, evermore will you proceed forward and spread your contamination. There is a checkmate. There is a final call. There is an answering to the master, or the masters, whatever you believe. You actually create, like The Secret, and draw goodness, evil, groups, cults, or anything to yourself. Whether you're positive or negative. Negative begets more negative and does everything to destroy positive because they want you to be more miserable than they are, which is insanely, vilely, deplorably disgusting minutia that will rant and rave for an eternity. But in the land of evermore, at some point, you'll be no more in any galaxy. Because the architects, those who have gone before, the geniuses of time, who set all this in motion. I know this is a lot for all of you to comprehend. This early in the spring, when the birds are chirping and you're so in control of your life, and you've done so much for positive energy. To those positive angels who do walk the face of the earth, aliens and otherwise, who understand the true mission of saving the fallen souls that can be saved and ensuring the cancer does spread no further forevermore. Be blessed for an eternity. Your wildest, wonderful adventures have only yet to begin. For those of you dark demons tearing it all apart for everyone else and polluting it and destroying it and being the swamp monsters, not the drainers. Your eternity has already been forecast in the Akashic Records. You decided your own destiny. You can't blame your gods, can't blame your government, can't blame mommy and daddy or the people around you or even the person that enslaved you. Because like those geniuses crazy enough to think they could change the world, they gave up everything to make it happen. Whether it's your Allah, Jesus, Buddha, whether it's Tesla, whether it's Nelson Mandela or Gandhi, people imprisoned for years in their own countries, in their own homes, or in prisons for speaking the truth. Martin Luther King, JFK, or many others who have walked before. Hey, even Eisenhower said, beware of the military complex. Beware of secret societies. We were warned. Nostradamus, Revelations, the Bible, the Quran. Where in the Quran does it say, destroy and kill and hurt others, and you'll get 72 virgins? What creator of all this positive, beautiful wonder beyond your comprehension that you even perceive, and beyond that, which is so much richer, in paradises you have yet to see, would ever send such a jackass bastard, negative, hateful, tumultuous directive? Really? If that's your master, if that's your creator, why don't we call it like it is, something that's a more common thread, Satan, or just the dark demons? And why don't we call those who give, like Mother Teresa, and those who give their lives for the benefit of others to tell the truth, the true angels or saints that they are? Oh, because that would belittle people who are trying to manipulate you through organized crime, religion, government, and secret societies. Maybe it's that organized chaos that's the root of all evils too. It's up to you to decide. You can believe anything I say or nothing. But from infinity to infinity, you can bank on the fact the real truth will be revealed and you'll pay for your egregious errors. Bank on it. What are you doing for world peace today? Show me. Draw it out on paper. Show me what you're willing to put up. And join us in the army for peace. We're not taking prisoners. If you're in the way, we'll run you over. We'll tell the truth. We'll stop your machine of destruction at all costs. Because in the end of time, we can't have your cancer and your evil spread any further. We're done with it. And if you still don't get the message, seriously, go figure yourself out. Any questions, boys and girls? I take calls. Even from terrorists. Even if I have to tell you what's going to happen in the next turn of your life. So bring it on. I'm not afraid of anything. Fear, the wasted emotion of distrustful, deceitful, self-obsessed victims and human beings thinking they're greater than anything else. You all will die in your own vile bullshit. Wake up. Become positive. Become the light that others need to see in the world today. Or get ready for eternal darkness and insanity beyond your wildest imaginations. It's not a promise. It's a bankable archive document from infinity to infinity. The bullshit's about to stop right here in this universe. And any cancer you spread beyond here will be recalled and put back here. Or you straighten this out and rebuild this universe to what it was and what it can be again. If you just get your hands off of things you're trying to over-control and manipulate for your own selfish gains. Rock on, brothers and sisters. Angels, help me bring the other ones fallen back home. And let's complete the mission of life in the experiment of free will run riot. We're coming for you.